Right, so in this video, I'm going to talk about working inside. I've done it a few weeks ago, but I got some inspiration from watching a window cleaner work yesterday. He made a video working inside and he was making a mess. So I get quite a lot of inspiration from watching window cleaners fail at many things, because I learn, or I've already learnt it, but it gives me more motivation to continue doing what I do, because I do pretty much the opposite to what the majority of window cleaners on YouTube suggest to do when it comes to using squeegees, and actually show you what they do. So what I was watching was a window cleaner work one-handed, working inside with a sloppy soap solution, and he had a poor performing squeegee and he had a poor performing technique. Not only did he have poor performing results on the glass, he had poor performing results off the glass, which is just a mess. So working two-handed is very important, not only outside but especially inside, because you want that control. So what this guy basically lacked was he had lack of control. So how do we get that control? Well, we don't do anything other than have a wet washer. Now it's not saturated, so I'm not dripping, but we have a wet washer and we add dish soap to the washer to get this nice consistency, tightly compact soap solution. So I've got high ability to control not only my squeegee with my technique, but the excess that's coming off the window. So he had 4 bad points. He had a lackluster soap solution, one-handedness. Now he might have been using one hand because he was filming with the other, but you know, when you're making a video, you really want to look like you're really in control, and everything he was doing, it was really bad. Everything, it was bad performing. So although you might have thought he was looking good and cool, get people like me say, don't do this, don't do that, because it just is poor performance. He had a poor performing squeegee and he had poor performing squeegee techniques. So that's 4 bad things. So bad plus bad plus bad plus bad is equals extremely bad. So what do I need? I need 4 things that are good. So everything that he's got that is bad, I want everything good. Because if I've got everything good, then my results will be the best performing. Not only on the glass, but off the glass as well. So I need 2 hands, and I need a soap solution that is much more productive to work with, and it's just normal dish soap. So I've got 2 good things. All I need now is the right size tool and the right type of tool. This is the liquidator. This, unfortunately, if you're not using this tool, you're massively missing out on your squeegee related work, because anything else you're using, you're getting lower quality results. And the last thing I want is high performing technique. So that's 4 good things. And if I can achieve all those 4 good things, if I can tick every one of those, I'm going to get great results. Now, what I'm focusing on is not the results on the glass, but the results coming off the glass. I want to use my right size washer for these windows and the right size squeegee size for these windows to achieve very good results on the glass, but we're focusing off the glass because we don't want to be making a mess like this window cleaner was showing yesterday on his latest video. So what we want to do is wash the window twice. I'm going to wash the window once, and then I'm going to put my squeegee, the right size squeegee, in the right size pane of glass. And I'm not going to do anything technical with my technique. It's just a bog standard coming down the glass, fanning movement. But what I'm moving is not only my squeegee in the right place at the right time, but my washer in the right place at the right time. And I'm collecting whatever soap solution is coming off the glass with my tool and technique. So I don't want to be messing up the floor. Could be a wooden floor or expensive rug or anything that could result in the customer complaining. I want to be on the top of my ability. So I'm putting the tools in the right place at the right time, using two hands all the time, outside the windows, inside the windows. Right, so let's move my washer out of the way. Now we're going to focus on the mess that's been left behind. I'm actually charging this up, so I'll have to just disconnect this. Let's check out the mess on the floor first. Pretty good. A little bit of spotting there. On the frames, here we go. So there's a little bit there and a little bit there. But hardly I've got any drips. So I had 4 things going in my favour. Let me just connect this back up. 4 things. First of all, the most important thing, soap solution method. Have the right performing soap solution method. Have a wet washer, but not too wet when you're working indoors. Using 2 hands, outdoors, indoors, in hot weather, in cold weather. Inside, outside, doesn't matter, use 2 hands. If you're using combination tools, you can still use 2 hands by having a separate washer in the left hand, but most people who use combination tools work one-handed. So just get yourself off combination tools, and they can range from Unger to even Sorbo do combination tools now. Wagtails, Etuaries, they sell a lot. Even the Combinator, that's a combination tool. You need to get off using one hand. And if you're just using one hand with a washer and wiper separately, you just need to start using 2 hands. And then the right size tool with the right performing squeegee. Liquidator is the highest performing squeegee. It doesn't matter what handle you use, but I recommend just use a very standard, box standard, shorter handle, and you're going to get better results because you've got less versatility. If you decrease your versatility with the handle you're using, as long as it's not too hooked, if you might make it flat by bending it in a vise, you're just concentrating on your tooling technique. You're not worrying too much about what angle do I need it swiveling, do I need it stiff. That all comes later. And then your technique. And I didn't do anything like minimum moves wise, so I'm not taking a load of solution off all at once. Everything is controlled, everything is precise, and nothing was sped through. But I got the time savings by reducing the extra work that's involved with cleaning windows. So no mistakes on the glass, hardly any mistakes and mess on the frame or on the floor. Everything was all in control, and very few window cleaners really talk about control because they don't possess that control, because they don't have the foundation to be able to control their technique and their solution and everything else that goes with it. So really, those 4 things that I said, what you need to be good: soap solution, 2 hands, the right size tool, and use the best performing squeegee, channel, liquidator, and then a good technique. And the good technique comes from the good soap solution and the 2-handedness and the right type of tool to use, including the size of the washer and the squeegee. But listen, there ain't nothing that's going to beat the liquidator in terms of exactness and precision. And if you're not using the liquidator, you're really missing out. It's the highest performing squeegee, and if you're using a high performing squeegee, you are a high performing window cleaner. The majority of window cleaners on YouTube are not high performing, they're not well versed, they're not well knowledgeable, and they're not well skilled. And although they're better than most of the local window cleaners around my area, there's nothing to be proud of. They have nothing that I would envy and want of what they provide in information and skills. It's just really low standard work, and they make the guys where I live look even worse. So it's don't be the race to the bottom or the race to the middle. Just go one direction. Be the best what you can be, and having those 4 things working inside will allow you to be a much higher performing window cleaner. And you will be the best of the best. And it's so easy to do. Just don't copy what all these other people suggest you do. Just concentrate on yourself, but use those points that I suggest and you will become number one.